Hello, my lovelies. Welcome and welcome back to my channel, TGIF, y'all. I am so glad it is Friday because I'm ready to sleep in. But you know what? I cannot complain because time is weirdly going by super fast. Like, there's no way you can tell me next month is already the end of 2024. So, y'all, it is crazy how time is going so fast. While you are here, make sure you hit the like button. And if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload, which is mostly Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right around the time of anywhere from 4 to 5 o'clock, usually 4:30, right around the time when people get off work or close to getting off of work. Okay, so again, we are on our journey to 10K. I have faith that I can reach that before 2025, but I definitely enjoy you guys' love, support, regardless. I really appreciate you guys and can't thank you enough. Lastly, as I've been saying in my previous videos, I have a personal channel. It's called Zenah Talk. It's going to be linked in the comments. So if you do like my commentary, my personality, I've seen people say, oh, girl, I love your channel. Oh, it's going to be even better on my other channel where I'm actually going to be on camera. I'm going to talk about like personal things. Definitely my whole journey, y'all, after my divorce. It's just a lot I want to talk about, but I feel like a personal channel would be better for that. So make sure you follow that. That's going to be in the comments below. Now, this video today, I ran across this story on TikTok a couple of days ago. And I was like, oh yeah, baby, we got to talk about this because these schools nowadays, these daycares nowadays, they off the chain. And this girl sent her daughter, who is African American or black, I want to say, because I think she's Haitian. She's Haitian. So she sent her black daughter to this daycare that is primarily Hispanic. Hispanic's the first language. And they were mistreating her daughter. So I want y'all to hear this story because I love the steps that she took, even though I do not condone violence, but I do love the steps that she took, and I feel like she did the right thing. So y'all let me know what y'all think. Go ahead and watch the video. I'll be back with my commentary towards the end.
Get ready with me for my friend's surprise party while I tell y'all how I went to jail for beating up my school teacher. So, for the most part, I was definitely like a stay-at-home mom. And by the time I was about to turn 1, I wanted her to go to school. Like, she was the only child, and I wanted her to, like, be around other kids her age, you know, start learning and all that stuff. Mama was ready to get back to work. So I ended up touring schools around my house, and I ended up touring this one school that I thought would fit her good. The classroom sizes were fairly small. Student to teacher ratio. And I thought, okay, cool. You know, like, I'm vibing. I'm digging this school, whatever the case may be. So I signed her up. I signed all the paperwork. And one thing I should have noticed was majority of the teachers were first language Spanish speakers. And I don't have nothing against the Hispanics, but it's just like my baby speaks English, which I should have took into accountability, and I didn't, because I liked the school a lot, actually. So we signed her up. She starts her first day, and they don't have lunch included. Well, I think they did, but you know, like my baby, she likes, we're Haitian, she likes rice, legume, all that good stuff. So I didn't mind sending her to school with lunch because I'm just like, this is what my baby likes to eat. So she had her lunchbox packed every day. You know, she was ready for the first day of school. And I knew she would cry because, y'all, we were together every day for the entire first year of her life. So I'm like, okay, like, she's crying, that's normal. They take her in, and this school is like, you don't walk into the school to bring your child to class. Like, they take your child from you at the front office. Keep that in mind. So months and months go by. She has picture day. They do a little Halloween parade around the school. Whenever they have something going on, like, I'm donating things that they need. If they needed something for the class, like, I'm buying it. All kind of stuff, y'all. Like, whatever the school needed, I was there. I was one of those hands-on moms, like, gonna make sure my daughter is okay when she's in you guys' care. Okay, so I see it's like, whenever I pick up my baby from school, she's like the happiest. Like, happiest go lucky. Like, oh my God, mommy, I couldn't wait to see you. And every time I pick her up, y'all, she is starving. Didn't I just tell you I sent her to school with a lunchbox? She has a full meal. Every meal has rice, unless it's like spaghetti or pasta I sent her to school with. She has a full meal. She has 2 snacks and 2 juice boxes. I drop her off probably 9, 10 a.m. and I'm picking her up 3 p.m. Like, there should be no reason my child's getting in the car saying, Mommy, I'm hungry. Eat. Mommy, I'm hungry. Okay. And I'm realizing, like, every time I'm dropping her off, she's crying. She's crying. And I'm not talking about no regular, like little, Mommy, I'm going to miss you cry. My baby's bawling her eyes out. And y'all, it's going on 4 or 5 months. And I'm just like, it don't take this long for my baby to warm up to people. Something is wrong. So mama's bear's instincts kick in, and I'm just like, something is going on in that school, and I'm going to figure it out. So I asked the teachers, like, hey, is everything okay? Like, Alani's still crying. She didn't warm up to you guys yet. Like, what's going on? They're like, oh, no, Mommy, she's fine. She's fine. And I'm just like, my baby done met new people, and it still does not take her to get this warmed up. So I'm noticing, like, she's coming home hungry. I already sent her to school with all the food that she needs and more, actually. And she still don't like y'all. Something is wrong. So the mama bear in me, what do? I take my happy-go-lucky ass on over to Amazon, and I order me a spy recording device because since I can't go into the school, mind you, I had a COVID baby. So this is like a year after COVID. They still don't want the parents inside the school. Okay, cool. I understand that. Nice. I take my happy-go-lucky ass onto Amazon, and I'm like, I want to know what's going on inside this school because it's no way this is not my baby. I know my baby. I done spent every day of her life with her. This is not my baby. And I had Amazon Prime. Y'all, I ordered that device on Monday. It came on Tuesday. By the time we got home from school, I found a little necklace to put it on. We gonna see what's going on inside this school. And I brought it to my baby daddy attention, and he was like, well, do you want to switch her school? And I'm like, no, because there's something going on inside that school, and I want to know what's going on. So we gonna figure it out. So the device gets here on Tuesday. I send her to school on Wednesday. I'm wasting no time. It's a little longer than this. It was about this long. And I put on a necklace, put it inside of her shirt, turned it on, sent her to school, dropped her off. And I'm anxious, y'all. I'm at home. I'm like, what am I going to find out? Like, I'm just ready to see what the thing has recorded. And y'all, she gets home, and by the time she gets home, I realize that I need some extra attachment to listen to it on my computer. So straight from school, we go to Best Buy. I'm going to Best Buy. I'm going to get this attachment I need because I need to hear what is on this device. I get to Best Buy, I buy it, take it back home. I'm listening to it. Y'all, she was in school for 5 hours. I think it was like 5 or 6 hours. I listened to the entire 5 to 6 hours. And remember I said they're mainly Spanish-speaking teachers. I got Hispanic friends. I call my friend up. Friend, what they saying? Friend, what they saying? What they said? What that said? What they said? And y'all, the things that happened on that recording. Long story short, they basically denied giving my daughter lunch after she ate her lunch or however it went down. They denied giving her some yogurt that she asked for. It was specifically yogurt. They told her, no, you can't have no yogurt. She wanted her juice out her juice box. No, they gave her water instead. This is the part that got that teacher behind, toe up to the flow up. Don't move. Nap time rolls around. My daughter, she's always been energetic since she was born. My baby don't like naps. Everybody knows that. Nap time rolls around. Y'all, my baby didn't. I guess she kept sitting up on her little mat, like the little pallets they have or whatever the case may be. She kept sitting up like she wouldn't stay laid down. The teacher, this, mind you, it's like an audio recording. It's not a video recording. The teacher, like, I can literally hear my baby being thrown down onto the mat, and she starts screaming. She's screaming for mommy. She's screaming. Like, now I see why my baby was crying every time I was dropping her off, because y'all are in there mistreating her. Okay. Right then and there on the recording, y'all, that right there, it just broke my heart. Like, I'm your mom. I'm supposed to do everything in this world to protect you, and I'm sitting here dropping you off to a school that's mistreating you every day. Broke my heart. Started crying immediately. That's not even where it ends. They get to the playground. It's outside time. This is when I went to go pick her up. Okay. I get to the school, you know, they have to bring the child out to you in the front office. Like I said, you don't go into the school because it's during COVID around that time. Y'all, they say the little black girl's mom is here to pick her up. So y'all don't know her name was Alani? Okay. At this point, I'm furious. I'm furious. Who was it? Who said it? Who did it? I don't care about nothing, y'all. I didn't send her to school on Thursday. And Friday, I went up to the school. This is where the story gets juicy. I say, hey. I call the director. I call her teacher. I call the whoever's in the front office. I said, I called on Thursday. I said, when is y'all lunch break? I'm coming up to that school. I need a parent-teacher conference. Have everybody in the office. Everybody. Y'all, I took the audios from my computer, sent it to my phone, and took them audios with me up to the school. I was not playing with these folks. Okay, so initially, like, my intent actually was not to go up to that school and fight that lady. I was going to give her the chance to tell the truth. I got in the office, like, all the teachers and the director and everybody's there, and I'm like, yeah, I'm withdrawing my baby from this school. They're asking me why. I said, I'm going to tell you guys, don't worry. They bring out this huge bin with all of her, like, blankets from nap time, all her paperwork, her binder from all her schoolwork for the whole year, this, and that. I politely put the bin on the floor. This is where the interrogation time starts. Come for part 2 because I done used up this whole 10 minutes. Part 2 of why I went to jail for beating on my baby school teacher, and I don't feel bad about it. I'm going to backtrack a little bit because this was another red flag that I missed. Y'all, remember I said I used to send my baby to school with everything that she needed and more? Alani has only worn Pampers brand her entire life. Y'all, my baby was coming home in Kirkland's, Huggies, and this one other brand, because I wrote everything down in my notes. Like, so once I got up to the school, I didn't forget to mention anything to those teachers. Y'all, there should be no reason my baby was in any other brands because she had more than enough diapers. Okay, so that was just one more of the other red flags. So I get up to the school and all the teachers is there. They give me her bin of clothes. And mind y'all, they only speak Spanish. So I did go up to the school with my Hispanic Spanish-speaking friend and also my friend from Detroit that did not play by my baby. So I had my homegirl with me, and I had a translator with me because we're going to get to the bottom of this. Y'all, we get in the office. I start playing audio. I said, who said this? Who did this? Why did this happen? All kind of stuff. Y'all, they're at a loss for words. They like, no way, this lady recorded us. Oh, yes, I did. And another thing was, I end up asking them who was her teacher in her classroom because there was only one teacher per classroom because the kids' size were so small. I asked her who was the teacher in the classroom. So I knew who I was going after if she sat there and lied in my face. My friend sitting there translated back and forth for me. I said, I gave yo dumb the chance to tell the truth and you didn't. I started swinging, y'all. And I actually didn't tell my mom and my dad or my baby daddy I was going up to the school. I just went up there because my whole family would have ended up in jail if I would have told them I was going up there. And so yeah, I end up going up to the school with just my friends. And y'all, I think if I could find it, I'm going to insert the video of her hair in my hands.
Yeah.
Don't play with me, ho.
Yeah, ho. You thought you had one, huh?
Yeah.
We going.
Y'all, that lady had blood on the floor. I end up leaving the school property with her hair in my hands. And y'all, it was like parents picking up their kids from school at this time. Like so it was parents outside standing in the front office seeing all this go down. Then it's the other teachers in the office seeing her. And then I had my Detroit friend with me. Me and my Detroit friend basically jumped her. And then I had my Spanish speaking friend sitting there with the evidence in her hand like, y'all know y'all wrong. So I don't know what y'all expect her to do. Y'all, I just went berserk because it's just like my baby she couldn't defend herself. So here's her mama to defend for her. Yeah, I literally got in the car. Before the police even got there, I got in the car. I left. I made it home. I had my baby with me. And they ended up calling the police, of course, per usual. So the police called me. You know, the school had my address. The police got my address. Like, it's public records, anything. Like, so the police ended up calling me. I'm like, hello. They're like, hi, are we speaking to Jemiah? I said, yes. They're like, yeah, there's an incident that just happened up at, the school, whatever they say the school name. I'm like, yeah, I know. That was me. And he was like, yeah, can you just come back because we need a statement. I said, sir, you think I'm slow? Y'all gonna arrest me. He was like, no, ma'am, we just need your side of the story. You know, because it's an incident report. There were parents standing out here with their kids. We have a lady bleeding and this and that. I said, well, he was like, we can come to your house and get the statement. I said, no, y'all are going to take me to jail. So I hung up on the phone with him, and I ended up telling my whole family what happened. And my mom was like, you should have took me up to that school with you. Da, da, da. Mom, we would have both been in jail, girl. And I can't have that, you know? So, yeah, I literally put her hair in a Ziploc bag. And I was like, this goes to show, don't play with nobody and their kid. And, of course, I didn't go back to the school. They came to my house, and on the Ring camera, they was like, hey, Jemiah, can you just come outside? We just need your side of the statement. This is now. I said, they mistreated my baby. Do what you will with that information. And he was like, man, we just need to talk to you. I said, no, y'all, by this time, I done got me and Lonnie dressed, and I done left my house. Y'all wasn't going to catch me. And so I had a warrant out for my arrest. And they told me I won't be allowed back on that property anymore. And I said, ain't nobody going back over there anyways. Especially not my baby. I wasn't playing with that school no more. And it actually made me keep my daughter out of school for a while. But the next school I did end up putting her in had cameras. I was able to log into the classroom cameras any time of day while she's in class. And see what she's doing. And y'all, that school is so expensive. Buy them cameras, that school is so expensive. And I put her in it because I'm pretty sure my baby had PTSD. I had PTSD. And you know, all of the above, and I didn't want nothing like that to happen again. So to prevent it, I just enrolled her in a school that had cameras. So that is the story about how I went to jail because I beat up my baby preschool teacher. And long story short, they was mistreating my baby. And I bet you they won't never touch a child of color ever again. Y'all want a part 3? I got all the receipts. So to start off, this right here is let me see if I can move this. Oh, this right here is the recording device that I used. And I think I put like the necklace right on through that hoop, and I took like the key ring off and put it in her shirt. You hear everything, promise y'all. This worth every penny. This is what her lunchbox used to look like. This is rice and meat, whatever meat for the day. She had the little Gerber Puffs, Capri Suns, Chewy Rice Goldfish, and something sweet. Her spoon, and she goes with like a cup or a bottle of water. Every day, this is what the lunchbox consisted of. Very well fed child. Keep that in mind because she always came home hungry, right? Okay. Now, these are the little reports they used to send home. Like this day was Monday. Said she did excellent. What she ate, some. She had a poop at 3 p.m. and during that time she slept. Okay. I even went above and beyond and made this little like vocabulary list because she was only one, y'all. So these were the majority of the words that she said. So I made them a list of the words she said and what they mean in case, you know, they don't understand her because they are Spanish speakers. Y'all, I'm doing everything. I'm trying my hardest here, okay, to help these people with my child. Okay, now this day, she actually came home with an incident report that a little kid hit her. And this school, they don't send update photos of like what the child is doing every day. But this day of the incident, someone just so happened to send me a picture from the school of her drinking juice. No message, no nothing. But when I picked her up is when they told me that a little boy had hit her. And they just sent like the photo with no context, which I thought was really weird. And you text me from your personal phone. That's not even a school iPad or nothing. Okay. So y'all, this is... I'm trying to move myself. This is how long the audio was. It's 5 hours and 55 minutes. So that was me listening to every minute. Like I did not let a second go by that I did not hear. This was picture day. I have nothing to say about picture day. Like I just thought she was really cute. Okay, now this was the day she went to school with that device around her neck. Y'all can't see it. Very non-detectable, if you know what I mean. It was on a necklace, and I literally just like put it inside her shirt. Soon as no, I didn't turn it on in the car. I turned it on right here in the parking lot and walked her straight to school. Now we're gonna get into the video evidence that I have. Okay, so y'all finna see like videos of me picking her up, dropping her off. This was just some of her schoolwork. I even changed her lunchbox with her picture on it and started writing her name on her diapers. And now let's get into the drop off and pick up. Come with me, come on. This is that same day pickup. What happened, Mom? This is a month later. So here's the audio, and I cropped it to just the part of where she started screaming. My baby don't speak Spanish. So yeah.
Don't play with me, ho. Yeah, ho. You thought you had one.
So before I give my opinion on this story, I just want to say I do not condone violence, okay? I don't think it's right for people to just be fighting for dumb reasons like over men and just stuff like that. I don't condone violence when it comes to stuff like that, okay? However, sometimes I do feel like violence be necessary. And I do feel like in this situation, especially as a mother of 3 small children myself, oh yes, I probably would have done the same thing. I don't know for sure because I'm not in the situation, and people, they have impulsive tendencies. So I don't know for sure, but I do feel like I may have done the same thing because this is what pisses me off about that facility in general. This mother said that her child been going there for about 4 to 5 months. She so happened to put a recorder and find information that day. So imagine out of all these other days, this poor baby then went to this daycare and what they done said to her, what they done did to her, etc. And the baby is, it looks like brown skin, not dark skin, but like a brown skin. She's dark enough to where if they could have put their hands on her, or left any type of marks on her, it might not be that visible. So she may not have even noticed. You know what I mean? To where if the baby was like Caucasian or fair skin, you may even have saw marks. Cause if y'all slamming this baby on a bed, like, you know what I mean? That's totally inappropriate. And nobody else wanted to say nothing in the facility. Like, I know that it's only one teacher per classroom, but I'm just saying, like, the baby screaming and you know what I mean? Like, I feel like somebody else had to see or hear something. But of course, a lot of Hispanics, they stick together and there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't care if I have a black member that is in the wrong, doing something wrong. I'm going to say something. I'm like, look, you need to get that together. You need to check that. or I'm going to say something. You know what I mean? Like, right is right, wrong is wrong. F all that, like, oh, well, we're both Hispanic or we're both black. Like, no, right is right, wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And morally, that's wrong to be harming somebody else's child, no matter what color that child is. And me personally, I have never felt comfortable in a predominantly certain race, school system or neighborhoods, etc. Like, I don't really like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it. I rather be in a area that's diverse. Like right now, my neighborhood I live in, the township my kids go to, very, very, very diverse. Like, I'm talking about my neighbors on the left are Hispanic. My neighbors on the right are Haitian. My neighbors diagonal from me, there is a interracial couple, and then next to them diagonal from me is an Indian couple. I have some African Americans on the left diagonal from me. Like, my neighborhood is very, very, very diverse. This is a very diverse area. And the reason I like that is because, children, when they grow up, they can see what's around them. And sometimes they can adapt more easily when they can see different races around them versus like if you raise them in a predominantly one race area, sometimes when they get older, they see a little older anyway, they can see other races and be like, what? You know how kids just be staring at you and you be like, what are you looking at? But if they only grew up in a predominantly, for example, Caucasian area, and then they see somebody black, they like, what is that? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, that's foreign to them. And unfortunately, a lot of kids who grow up in these areas, they get teased. They get made fun of. You know, it's a lot of children, even stories I have heard of personally, to where their child was bullied for being a certain color, you know, and it's because these other children ain't used to like seeing these other colors. So me, it doesn't have to be perfectly racially divided, but I mean, like, I do like to be in areas that's more diverse. It just makes me feel more comfortable that my children's going to be around that, and more comfortable in general, because I hate going in areas and just, you know, feeling weird energy and stuff. Like, no, I just rather be in more diverse areas. That's just my personal preference. And when it comes to like childcare, I'm also one of those people, and even my family has said something about this, to where I'm not that comfortable with daycare facilities. I'm just not. Like, when my children are old enough to like go to school, cool. I used to pay my daughter's grandma, because she works nights, to watch my daughter while I went to work, you know, and her father, who I was with at the time, went to work too during the day, and we would just get her after work. I prefer stuff like that. Or if a daycare facility, you know, personally, like, you know, the people in there personally. Like, I know that my ex-husband's cousin runs a daycare, to where she actually be in the daycare. She's the owner. So she foresees everything going on. Those situations make me feel more comfortable, when you know somebody has your best interest, somebody's really looking out for you, you got blood in there. Or if your family members have been going to this daycare for many, many, many years, you know, and you got Big Mama Norma there, you know, who looks out for all the children. Stuff like that is okay to me. But otherwise, I just don't feel that comfortable with my kids, if they're small ages, go into like daycare facilities all day, every day, maybe 2 or 3 times out the week, you know, like, or like maybe weekends, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just never felt comfortable, because of stories like this happen so much. And I feel like the only people who are going to genuinely love your children are the people who created them, and the people who are like related to them, you know, like grandparents, etc. Like, everyone else, you know, hopefully they have good morals and values, but children go mistreated a lot because they're not their own children. So a lot of people just don't care because it's not their own children. So it's like, I'd rather be the one to where, if I can watch my children myself, while working, I will. That's the reason why I do remote work, to where my children, my oldest 2 are in school, to where they don't have to like go to before care, after care, etc. Like, me working remotely helps me tremendously when it comes to like childcare, obviously. And on top of that, daycare and stuff is expensive. And I think I'm going to do a vlog of like my remote data life. I said data life. My day in the life of working as a remote worker, full-time, 3 children. I think I'm going to do some vlogs like that, to also help mothers who are interested in remote work, how to get remote work, how to set up your home if you need to do remote work. And it's not even just for that. Y'all remember when the pandemic happened and those daycare facilities shut down, you know? So sometimes you also need those options of like, man, when the facility shuts down and they're sending us home to work remotely, because that's what happened with my first job when I started working remotely, is like, we was working in the office and they sent us home. So dang, how do I work at home and I have children, you know, daycare facility got shut down. What do? I have been able to be successful with this for like 4 or 5 years now. So I definitely want to do some vlogs on that, to kind of like help people how to set up your home, what to do, what kind of jobs to look for, etc. So again, make sure you follow my personal channel, because hopefully I can help some mothers navigate that as well. But that's how I feel when it comes to this. I definitely do feel like the mother did the right thing, because I'm not about to play with my children either. It's so wrong for them to do that. I, again, am not a fan of daycare facilities, especially when your children is not old enough to really speak how they need to speak. I think a good age to me is like 3. Now, if your child is more verbal, even at 2, 2.5, okay, to where you can trust your child to say, this person harmed me, cool. But if your child is not that verbal enough to do that, I don't even recommend facilities, especially ones where nobody in there. So that's just my personal opinion. Let me know what y'all think. What would y'all have done? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all in the next one.